Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Kiwi Joe Customs and Collections, and on this episode I'm going to be doing the spirit here, and as you can see there's a bit of blue there and brown, light brown. So what I basically did is that I had this figure and I totally forgot I had him, and a lot of people hate me. I custom made him into the original spirit, and then lo and behold I got the original spirit for an excellent price, and I brought him, and I totally forgot about him. So I then realised that by taking the paint away, and I've already taken the paint, and as you can see I've worked on the thumbs, so I've already drawn the thumbs out, so I need to fix those thumbs. I need to reapply the paint properly and clean them up a lot more. Basically I think he's cleaned up as much as I can, so I just need to paint him up. But I've also got Freedom here, and Freedom is missing his talons or his claws, so I need to find a way of making up some new ones so that finally my Swords Marauders can be complete. So without further ado, let's see what we can do. Okay, that's what we've got here. As I said before, we've got Freedom's talents or claws which are missing, so I'm going to put that aside and basically concentrate on Spirit here. So yeah, his funds have gone, and I've just I've originally drawn these holes and put the paperclip in. So if you see my original contents and on repairing thumbs, you'll see how I've done that. So I would look at repairing that pretty soon. Just basically I'll put hot glue gun instead. We need to redo the paint because it's basically, I did a custom, and fortunately me, I brought the original spirit later on and I totally forgot I had this. So let's take him apart, which I've already loosened the screw and taken the screw out. That part there is pretty good, and I wouldn't really need to change too much on that, so I'll might get that aside. And actually painting the arms. No. Pull it apart properly. Actually, no, I'll keep it on. Sorry guys, that's just me. I quite often second guess and change my mind a lot. Okay, so I'll put them on here on my little makeshift stand, and also it's fitting quite nicely. It just need to tighten that screw just a little bit more, and that should do. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. So I think the first thing I'll do is I'll put the hot glue gun on the thumbs and reshape that. And I think I should do that's basically the brown, that green, and dark green. But also I'm going to put the finer details like on the knife, the necklace, and the hand grenades. Just put a bit more detail on there. Okay, so I've got the hot glue gun here. Just basically putting it around there. And then time for the other thumb. And that's it. Basically shape that soon. So the thumbs had now been cooled down, and I'm going to be using this, which is my Zero rotary tool. So just make a bit of noise. I'm sorry, people. Okay, now the fun's basically done. It's now time for me to, I think the first thing I'll do is basically paint the brown, or repaint the brown. And with that, I'm going to be using NATO Brown XF68. I don't need the head. The head's pretty good. Okay, so this brown isn't exactly the same colour brown, but it's pretty close. It's pretty up there. And for what I need, it is good enough. Right, I think I'm happy with that. Right, I better paint this too. That's like his traditional North American Indian. Honestly, I don't know what it's called really. I'm really sorry to people I don't actually know what it is. I hope I don't offend you. If I do offend you, I really apologise. So it's going to take about a couple of coats on that. Right. Right, for the dark green, I can use this deep green XF26, and it's pretty much close. Yeah, it's pretty close to the colour I want. I believe that's the dark green all done. So I'll just let it alone, put it aside to dry, and then we'll get started on the light green. Okay, so with the brown and the dark green now dry, it's time to add my custom sort of lime greenish look to it. And it's just basically a colour that I made up. Which is pretty close to the original. So you can see it's not exactly the colour, but it's pretty close. that's that lime green done. Okay, so with the blue, I'm using a combination of sky blue X14 and blue X4. Which is pretty close to sky blue actually. Okay, I just mix the two colours together. I'm getting pretty close. Yep, that's not bad. I'm happy with that. Right, that's the blue done. Now what to do is basically wait. Okay guys, so it's time for me to put the talent, or as I call it, the claws, back on freedom here. And what I'm going to use for this is my little rotary tool or Dremel, and I'll be using a paper clip. So what my plan is to do is to drill as soon as I plug it in. Before I plug it in, let me just remind you guys that if you like what you're seeing here, please subscribe. I really enjoy doing these contents and bringing these videos out and seeing all how I can repair things. I'm sort of coming up with new ways of repairing things that are broken, and especially in G.I. Joe. So anyway, I'll just get the power and we'll get into it. Okay, as I said before, I'm going to drill one hole here. And we'll draw another hole here. Okay, so I want to get this paper clip here. And I want to shape it so it looks like it can be a claw section. Okay, so I think that's roughly about right. So easy thing to do is get that out, apply some super glue on here. And that's nice how I wanted, but it's there anyway. So it's on both holes. So I'll just cut it to about here, which is bigger than it should be. And before that other super glue sets, I'm going to put it in the other hole, if I can find it. Voila, found it. Basically shape that. Probably cross that together. I'll go to the trim now, about here. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 pliers here, one to hold here, and this one here to basically close it up. That is slowly starting to take shape. Kind of big. Okay, so I'm happy with the overall shape of this. Because the sinker especially could be backwards, but it is what it is. So what I'll do next is that I'll apply the hot glue gun around this and then just shape it. And then said before, what I like about hot glue gun is that once it's set, and it doesn't take long to set, you can basically shape it almost straight away. Nothing wrong with Miller Pit. But if you're impatient, and you want to be cheap, this is the way to go. Okay, so the hot glue gun has set, and I don't think there's much shaping at all I need to do on this. So we'll get Spirit, and we'll test this out. Look at that, it's good as gold. It is staying on there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, I want to add a bit more detail to this eel here. So what I'm going to do is add a little black to the eye. And we'll use my paint marker. Add a bit of gold to the beak and the claws. And there it is. That is looking pretty good, actually. I'm happy with that. That's pretty close to the original. I'll just bring my original, so I've got an original Spirit here and Freedom. So as you can tell, I've done the same thing with this Freedom, but this is the original claw. And yeah, that's not bad. I could have put a bit more glue on that, on the front part, but I'm happy with what I've got there. And it wouldn't take much to put a bit of extra glue on there anyway, on the side. Right now, done. So yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm super happy. So here's the original one, and here's the other one. So it's only just minor, but the overall shape's there, and most important, it functions. At last, here's my Spirit, or Sorters Marauders Spirit, finally completed. If you can see here, I had a few touches like the grenade here, paint that, painted his, I should actually pause this to be honest. But anyway, look, I've done the knife, paint that handle white. I've actually added the blue to his like Indian skirt thing. I've painted his knife and feathers up there. Yeah, I'm really impressed with that. And also the fact I've also gave Freedom a lot more detail too. And as you can see, I added in the eyebrows, because for some reason the Sorters Marauders Spirit had no eyebrows, that's like, I think it's weird. But you can see here, like, yeah, that knife and the sheath has all been painted. I actually painted that as well, because the original Spirit, all that stuff wasn't really painted in great detail. I think, yeah, that was, but the knife handle wasn't painted properly, because it's basically a represent of the bald eagle on the handle. Yeah, so I'll follow suit with the handle on the knife on the side of his leg. And as I said, you can't really tell. That's the original claw, and that's the one I made up. You can't really tell the difference, to be honest. I'm really impressed with that. And here's the whole team together. It's kind of fitting. I've got 3 originals and 3 customs. So my original one was Footloose, Lowlight, and Spirit. And my customs are Nut, Sergeant Slaughter, and Barbecue. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm actually quite glad about this. It's a sub team, as I said before, I was really never into, but now as an adult collector, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Well, first of all, I want to thank you very much for sticking around and watching the rest of this video. It really means a lot to me. And as I said before, if you ever subscribe and put in the comments that you have subscribed, much respect, and I will send back a thank you very much. It's the least I can do. So yeah, looking at the spirit here, I am very, very happy how it's turned out, especially how I made the claw for freedom. Yeah, I'm super impressed. So that is the last of my Slaughters Marauders. I'll put them down there. Or is it? Is it the last of my Slaughters Marauders? You know, this is after all, this is a custom and collection YouTube channel. I could very well make some more customs. Let me know if you want me to do any more customs of the Slaughters Marauders. So with that, people, once again, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, which is up there somewhere. And it's Yo Joe. See ya.